Hello all, this is Swagata, your MBA Buddy. Today I'm going to discuss about one of the most important and the very first question a student usually asks. Is MBA worth my time? Is MBA a fit for me? Before we proceed, I would like you all to grab a piece of paper and a pen. Why? Because I would be asking you questions in between this video and I want you to find an answer to them and jot it down. It's completely okay if you do not know the answer, you can always come back later. Trust me, you will be thanking me by the end of this video. So, coming back to the first question, is MBA worth the hype? Sadly, there is no yes or no answer to this question, as the answer is very much customized. I found both the extremes to this question, which I later realized that the answer was from personal experiences. So, how did I go on with answering it? First, you need to find where you fit in your career. I created 3 categories where almost every one of us can fit in. Number 1, you are in your final year of graduation or have recently graduated with 9 to 15 months of work experience. Number 2, you are in the industry for 4 to 7 years. And number 3, you have worked for 8 years or more. Depending on where you are, the answer to your MBA fit can vary. Now, do keep in mind that the eligibility criteria for MBA in India and abroad are quite different. In India, most of the graduates with minimum work experience enroll themselves in MBA, excluding ISB of course. But when you plan to study abroad, students in the first category, which I just mentioned, are referred to as early professionals. They tend to choose Masters in Management instead. I will take up the question on the difference between MBA and MIM in the subsequent videos, so please hold on to that. Students in this category choose specialized Masters in Business like Masters in Finance, Masters in Marketing, etc. Now, students in the second category are known to have the best ROI from an MBA. MBA programs abroad are typically aimed at candidates who are already in the workplace and wish to develop their management skills to switch careers or to launch their own business. That's why most programs require you to have work experience, which acts as a foundation for the competencies and expertise that you would be building on during an MBA degree. Work experience can refer to part-time or full-time. Some schools also consider pre-graduation work, internships, volunteering as work experience. Why does work experience matter? An MBA refines your skills rather than developing them from scratch. That's why it's important to have some basic understanding of the working world, which may not be true for the first category students. Work experience also contributes to your post-MBA career development, which requires both the academic credentials and real-world experience. Recruiters do not only consider the additional skills gained through an MBA degree, but also the experience brought in from before. Now, for the third category, the best ROI can be achieved through an executive MBA. If you look at US business schools like Wharton or MIT or the top European B schools, they prefer candidates with 8 years or more work experience to go with an EMBA. Why is that? Because MBA students continue to work full-time. This allows the students to continue learning without disrupting their career and to apply their new knowledge immediately to their job. Professionals working in managerial role and aspire to advance their career to senior leadership usually benefit from an EMBA. Now, please do keep in mind that this is not at all a hard and fast rule. The only reason why I made these categories is to find my place and to answer the question of my MBA fit confidently. Hence, I'm sharing it with you so that it can help you too. Now that I have put the disclaimer, I would like you to pause this video and answer the following questions to yourself. Please be honest. Where do you stand currently in your career? Category 1, 2 or 3. Number 2. If MBA was out of the picture, what do you see yourself doing next? Do you want to enter the corporate world, switch your industry, switch your job or opt for master's program in your current field of studies? So pause the video and write down your answers. The answer to these 2 questions will help you to understand if you really need an MBA right now. Moving on to the next assignment. Let's say you have figured out your career and you know what you want to do next. So you feel that an MBA will help you bridge that. This is where you have to do a little digging and little research. Try to reach out to people who have a similar career or position that you have envisioned for yourself post MBA. Reach out to them and check if MBA is really needed to reach out to that position. I will take a very simple example. If your post MBA goal is consulting and right now you are nowhere near consulting, you would see a trend that MBA is the closest and a foolproof bridge to get into the top consulting firms. So if you connect to consultants, almost everyone would tell you how an MBA helped them reach their career plan. This will give you double confidence to choose an MBA at this point. In the same way, you may find people who are able to reach the career position that you have envisioned for yourself without an MBA. You would then like to strike a deeper conversation with them and understand their career trajectory. This will give you a better perception for your MBA choice. Either way, the answer to this will definitely help you seal the deal or whether or not you will be pursuing an MBA now. This is very important and I hope you do not procrastinate to complete the assignment. It will take some time, so maybe keep it in the remarks section that you will come back to this question later. Now we move on. If you know that you are an MBA ready and you have connected to people as described in the second assignment, the next question that you would be asking is whether you go for a 1-year or a 2-year MBA. The answer to this question will not only help you decide the MBA program but also narrow down your school selection. So let us understand why you would choose one over the another. When I asked myself this question, one thing was very clear to me. I cannot invest in a 2-year MBA course. Why? Because I cannot stay away from the workforce for more than a year. As I already have completed 5 years of work experience, I wanted to be in a cohort with professionals coming from diverse industries and roles to provide a better opportunity for creating a network of friends, acquaintances, and allies across the industries. I immediately went with the 1-year course and started looking for schools providing the 1-year MBA. Now 1 year is intense, so it requires the students to have at least a clarity on the career goals post MBA. In addition, shorter duration translates to lower cost, less tuition fees, and less out-of-pocket living expenses. Plus, if you have other equally important commitments, it makes more sense to go ahead with a 1-year MBA course. Coming to the 2-year. A 2-year MBA course will allow students sufficient time to develop a thorough understanding of the business and to explore career paths during MBA in terms of internships or other extracurricular activities. There is also more time to explore elective courses in the second year of the program. But the tuition fees and the living costs will, of course, increase. Do keep in mind that when you are going with a top-tier college, the amount of opportunities will open up for both the MBA and the 1-year or the 2-year MBA program, and it will be the same. However, most US-based schools provide 2-year MBA course as compared to European schools which provide the 1-year MBA course. So now you have understood the basic difference. Now I want you to answer the following question. Make a pros and the cons list of a 1-year and a 2-year MBA course for yourself. Be very specific. Be as personal as you can while making this list. Once you are done, give a +1 for every point in the pros list and a -1 for the cons list. Sum up the total and see which one is giving you a better point. This would help you to sort out the duration of the course and of course the school location. In case you're not very sure of it, I would suggest you to go to the websites of your schools of choice and find out if they provide a 2-year or a 1-year MBA course. So please pause the video and take your time. Now, if you want to pursue an MBA with a specialization such as HR or finance, then you will be choosing a 2-year course over a 1-year. For that, you again need to do a little bit of homework. Not all schools provide all the specialization. So I would want you to make a small note as a homework to do in case you are not very sure of the answer. A tip, all schools organize webinars every month or so, explaining about their programs, the eligibility criteria, and you can also interact with the current students. I attended innumerable webinars of my dream schools, and it helped me immensely to clear out my doubts. So do subscribe to their newsletters and start attending the session. It's completely free of cost. I think I have covered for now all the questions that we started with. Is MBA the real fit for you? Before I stop my video, I want to show you guys something. So when you start the MBA application, the first essay that you have to write is, why an MBA? Why do you think an MBA will help you? What are your short-term and long-term goals? What preparations have you done so far? Let me show you the real questions from real B schools. Here it goes. So, as you can see, your introspection to the MBA fit question is already helping you answer one of the essay questions way before you actually start the MBA application. Isn't it cool? You will have one thing less to worry about. By the time you start the application, you would have this answer polished and just ready to be uploaded. Now I'm going to tell you other benefits. Well, the first, of course, you have already started your essays. Second, now that you know that you are going for an MBA, you are super motivated and this is all you want to start your GMAT preparation. You're going to start your everyday schedule to squeeze in time for your GMAT preparation along with your office work. I'm going to take up the GMAT part in the subsequent videos. But do you see the cycle of actions? I hope this will give you the inspiration to start your MBA journey from now itself. Thank you once again for completing this video. I hope I'm able to give you an insight to where you need to start and maybe help you in your self-analysis. If you think your MBA Buddy is able to help you in your MBA expedition, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. New videos will be uploaded every week, tackling one point at a time. So goodbye for now and see you in the next video.